and see for the upcoming week. I mean, we've got an interesting week ahead. I'm pretty sure this week is CPI week. I think so. Let me double check. Over the pound CPI as well. Oh wait, no. So does pound CPI. I am incorrect now. So we've only got pound CPI out next week, and we've got Bank of England interest rate decision out next week also. Oh, I'm a week too far ahead this week. Yes, CPI out on Tuesday, June the 13th. But what I think from the charts anyways, we're going to start off DXY as always, to see what we can see for the upcoming week. I mean, the 2 weekly cycle is still ongoing, and what I think can really happen is for us to get filled now from 102.44 to 102.964, and I think this zone I have marked out here is 103.058. Yes, that is a monthly high. I think we will at least come down and tap into the top of it at least, but I drew an interesting zone on where I think it could see something happen. And I think we could at least coming down and fill in this fair value gap. We are below the first 2 weekly high, but I'll go over why I think more downsides going to happen, because we go at the weekly. We of course have closed bearish, and I feel like what we're going to do for this week is mainly try and create that wick, come down and see what happens down here. So yeah, I think we could catch some shorts. Now go for Euro USD as well, but I think we'll be able to catch some shorts, get that weekly wick, and to come down into this zone and to create that monthly wick. For me, I still feel like this is going to get filled. This is the target once this comes down here, but what I have in my mind also is this pattern we are in right now, because what we really could do is come right back down here, creating that higher low still, then we can shoot up in this pan. But with the monthly in our mind, I feel like this is the best zone for right now. For me, everything else is messy. 2 weekly and the weekly's making sense. If we go to a 6 hour, I mean, we can go back to what we said last week. We were here. No, well, yes, we were here. Oh no, we were here, man. Yes, of course, we were here, and we were of course consolidated within this region. I mean, where it did come down first, it did keep on wicking in this, but where it was bouncing in was this interesting zone. Went to see it got filled in again, but since we were consolidating, and after I saw this candle, I was like, yes, we're gonna come down and break these lows. And I feel like what is looking to line up into next week. Where's my channel gone? We did have a channel somewhere. Which one is it again? Yes, of course. Yeah, let's just wait and see. We've got this still as a. It's a bit messy right now, but we've got this. I feel like we can come down, then we're gonna create that back up into this trend line from where we have broken out, and that will come down into the monthly high and a 2 weekly fair value gap. But I have in my mind that really it's possible that I could come down here bouncing, and then we could come up, or we could really just go down. But I feel like the upside's more is better right now. So going into Monday, I'd like to see if we can fill in more of this fair value gap. If we get some nice price action here, this can be the target. This 102.600 could really be the target to create that higher low. It's a bit messy right now. Like, this is messy for me, but 6 hour, we can see what's going on. I feel like we can come down, and then we can come up, and that will lead Euro USD into filling more of this fair value gap. But with Eurusd, I do have the zone marked out where it could come down. But from Monday I will be looking to long it straight away, because if we know we want to be trying to catch that low, and I feel like a low right here could be nice. And we could aim for like these highs, and obviously these fair value gaps. 2 weeks still ongoing, there's no point going over it. 3 days, well, yes, it's very nice. We can see where we were on Monday. I mean, this was news, but we never longed it. We did come up, and we didn't really come at the mid VWAP yet, and that's why I feel like we've got some more upside to go. But 3 day, it's creating that wick, and I feel like we should really be looking to long this to try and aim for the 3 day high, since it never printed one. We've got a small fair value gap here, so I feel like we could at least try and push it up. But for me, I'll be focused on the weekly, trying to catch that weekly low to push Euro USD higher. I mean, we can see it's getting overbought here, but I feel like on Sunday, if this might shoot down, if it does shoot down, that'd be nice. We can try and long it. But the reason I have this is because it's a small fair value gap here, but we've got this high, which is interesting. So let's see what I think. We'll at least clear these lows out first. If we clear these lows out with some nice price action, I think we should long it straight away, going into Monday, at least. I never took any Eurusd trades. Well, I did here. I'll go over why. We can obviously see this was a weekly level. I entered here. We did pump up, but we pumped right back down, which is very interesting. So yeah, I feel like we should at least come up higher. I thought we'd have got a stronger weekly candle, but we didn't. We came right back down, but my bias hasn't changed. Eurusd is still there, 108.13. No, 3-1. Yeah, 3.13. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I feel like we should at least clear these lows, then we'll pump up again. That's the only trade I took in Eurusd. But we did have a great bias, where we were correct in the end, but nothing was taken from that. Gbpusd, this is beautiful. We caught the weekly low realistically. I mean, where's the VWAP I had on? Well, we did have a VWAP. I had a VWAP from up here. That's messy. But wait and see where this was news, but we never longed it. But we longed this. This was TP1. We smashed TP1, 54 pips. Smashed TP2, which is 134 pips, which is very nice. That was in Gbpusd. But going into this week, I feel like we're very overbought here. This is a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap which is getting filled. So we've got a 25 pip fair value gap still to get filled. So I feel like this should come down and at least give us a better correction, and that's why I have Eurusd a little bit more down here, because I feel like cable has a bit of a better correction to go. Cable at least, I feel like this VWAP could work. That's a thing. This VWAP what I have on the weekly time frame could work, but I feel like I'm trusting my intuition to see that 1.27 should happen this week. Then we should sell off. That one would mean we're taking out the monthly high, and I feel like we'll be filling more of that fair value gap, and we should be trying to look for shorts after these highs and aim for these lows, because soon that's going to happen. But yeah, we've got a nice strong weekly candle, so for me, I want to be looking for that weekly wick, and I feel like this high, we've got like some low volume nodes here, and at least coming in top VWAP, which would be very nice for me. I feel like once it comes in here, if we get some interest and price action, we should long it. But that's really cable. I mean, it's a pretty simple upcoming week for me, to be honest. Like, Eurusd has not really changed for me, except from a weekly candle. I've still got the same levels marked out, but we'll have to see what happens. I feel like I've got more upside on like Eurusd and Gbpusd. That's because dollar, I feel like we should really be going down. So that's cable realistically. Pound yen. This is getting interesting for me. It's been easy these past couple of weeks, but now the way it's the way it is positioning itself. It's getting very difficult because we've got the weekly high from the previous week here, so we should be getting bids here. But I feel like what I have marked out is this a block of orders. What I feel like it could be interesting. I mean, it's not really low volume known, but we do have some interesting candles within here, and I feel like as well it's at least it's not really it's at least a 0. It's like a 50% Fibonacci retracement, so I feel like it could be good enough. We've still got a 2 weekly ongoing, and the weekly is bullish, so I feel like we should just be looking for buys. But since we're at the top extended VWAP, going into Monday, I would like to short this because on the daily we've got a nice fair value gap. I feel like we could come down. If something happens in here, we could long it again. I mean, we'll miss longs. We took a long. We took a long. We took a long here, and I said to myself, we will at least take these lows out. But I thought if we would have just rejected and were pumped up quickly, it would have worked, but we didn't. So we came down, stopped myself out. I don't know how many pips it was. I think it was like, let's try and work it out. It was about 25 pips it was. And I said to myself, okay, our next trade is going to be below here at 1072,507, but we didn't. But we got the correct buy. So 175.18 has been achieved now, which I think is great. But since we are getting close into filling in the rest of this monthly fair value gap, we've got a huge one here, so it could at least just keep going and going and going. But we'll see. I feel like the real trade still is up, but when see the BS analyzer study is getting overbought now. So that's why I feel like we should at least see some shorts. I mean, if we get some shorts, but take these highs out with some nice confirmation, we should be trying to aim for these, then and push it up again, because that would mean we should really be looking for that wick. I won't really change my bias on a pound yen until we get like a weekly or 2 weekly bearish candle or like a reversal candle. Right now, none of these are reversal candles, even though they are small bodies. But yeah, not for now. I feel like we should just be looking to long these going into next week. That's really that's pound yen. Yeah, gold. Yes, gold is very interesting. I mean, it's they have updated this move now since what happened here on a Friday. No, it was Monday, right? Yeah, where is it? Somewhere here. Yeah, the manipulation that had happened. But we can see this 1968.795 is still holding, which is a 12-hour high. We can see what it's really doing right now. But I feel like we should, before we go down, filling in more of this weekly fair value gap. 1985.39 should happen first, which is the mid VWAP. So going into Monday, for me to long, I like to long it because the weekly is nice. It's bullish. I have an interesting zone here. If we could see a wick into this zone, which is here, or at least in the bottom VWAP, I'll say with a price action realistically. But I'll like to see what happens within this region before we can pump it up and try and catch that weekly low and fill in some of this fair value gap. If we go as well on a 2 hour, we have a nice low volume node within here. So yeah, it looks like good for longs. We did long it here, me and Daniel. We longed it here, which was around about a which was around about 276 pip move, and this was from the news as well, which is very nice. Our target was 1985, but wait and see where it did hold up. Also Friday was some interesting manipulation. I mean, on all assets, even though no news came out, Eurusd took quite a dump, but Gbpusd, like, I saw Gbpusd here, and it was whereabouts Eurusd was at the same time. But for Eurusd, I was like, okay, this looks like a better trade for me. So I was like, okay, we're gonna push up. But we could have long cable, and we could have pushed up, and we could have made a better trade. But this to me was a bit sloppy. This was very nice, but yeah, it is what it is. But we had a successful week, to be honest, again, which is very nice to have. Let's see how this month goes. We've still got 19 days of this month left, and I feel like we've got a lot more downside to go. But we need higher before lower. We need higher before lower. Wait and see. The Eurusd hasn't even made a new monthly low yet. We need higher before lower. So yeah, soon we're going to see some interesting shorts. But for now, for this week at least, we should be looking for longs on Eurusd. And if something happens here, say on a 6 hour, 12 hour, and if we get some interesting price action, we could see, okay, this might be the weekly rejection zone for us to come down. Because I am really a Eurusd bear right now and a dollar bull. But short term, I'm a Eurusd bull for this week and a dollar bear for this week. So wait and see what's really going on. So yeah, that's really gold what I went over, and this is really my assets. I mean, the SPX, S&P 500, I mean, it's getting close. We've said it's going to fill in this fair value cap before else. It's close, so I feel like we should fill it in this week. But close for a sell-off. If we go to I mean, this could really be achieved because it's at the top of the trend line. But for me, I feel like we should at least fill in this fair value gap before anything. And see, we've got a nice move, which is like, how many points was this? 113, 1,319 point move, which is very nice to have. We never took a trade, of course, but I mean, we've got the bias correct, that's all that matters. I'm not really going to go over crypto right now because crypto, it's very manipulated right now. Like, this was a manipulated move. This as well yesterday was very interesting. If we just go to the weekly, I mean, it's filling in this fair value gap. We are trending down, of course, but we've got this channel. Well, I want to go over crypto now. We've got this bottom VWAP which is still holding on this channel. The 0.618 Fibonacci still holding, so it's interesting. We've got a low volume node still, but crypto right now is very manipulated with all the news going on. We don't even see XRP with these violent moves, and these are just manipulation moves in my opinion. Very manipulated. So yeah, but XRP, I think we should at least see 0.58 this month before anything else. We should see before anything else. But that's it really. We'll see what happens. That's why for this week, Forex looks like the best probability for some good trades. The key thing to do, from what I have learned from Daniel, of course, is to always become a fisherman and wait for your setups. I mean, I'm waiting for my setup here on Gbpjpy, but if we get some confirmation here to short it into our long end target, we should short it because you can play both sides, which is a good thing to be able to do. So if we can play both sides, we can make money on both sides of the market from going down and going up. Same with cable, not really euro, not really gold, but yeah, that's it guys. Hope you've enjoyed this weekly outlook. We will see what goes on for this week. I think soon we should be seeing some shorts, some big shorts, some interesting shorts. But that's it, and I hope you have enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.